Bitcoin just broke back below $100,000 again this year, and the White House is speaking out regarding some of the economic data, saying that jobs reports are likely never going to be released, and the economic data released is permanently impaired. As a result, we are getting a doom and gloom picture drawn out for December, as the odds of a Fed rate cut, which were highly expected, have dropped drastically. Welcome back to the Crypto Report, everybody. I am Crypto Kip. I want to talk about the price of Bitcoin, and I want to discuss why I have officially embraced a short position on the price of Bitcoin, which is currently $824 in the profit over on Blowfin, which if you guys want to trade for yourselves, you could sign up for Blowfin using the link in the description of this video down below. All it is an email address to sign up if you want to trade to the short side, or if you want to trade to the long side and you believe we're going to get a bounce off $100,000. But let's talk about the news as you are researching this for yourself and figuring out what comes next. Again, tap that like button for me, subscribe to the channel. And yes, here is CoinMarketCap's price for Bitcoin, sitting at $99,275, down 2.3% for the day. And here's the reason why, right? We have the government shutdown that has ended. You would think that would be a very bullish thing, but as the government shutdown is ending, and again, this is a very exciting story, you would think this is very bullish, you have the White House coming out and giving this gloomy press conference where it's basically saying, jobs report, the economic data, it's all messed up. We don't know. And the Fed now is just flying blind ahead of the next FOMC meeting. Now, if you've been watching this channel, we live streamed the last FOMC meeting and discussed exactly what was going on with the Fed and their thoughts surrounding a possibility of a rate cut coming up in December. And the Fed Chair Jerome Powell came out during that press conference that we streamed live on this channel, and he said, quote, basically, quote, December is not a sure thing. He said that the markets were expecting a rate cut in December, and he wasn't quite sure that that was the right thing because they didn't know what they were going to do yet. And he basically said that the idea of a rate cut coming in December that's just baked into the market right now is not good. That's why Bitcoin slipped after that FOMC meeting. It was previously above $110,000. It slipped lower. It dipped back below 100. The government shutdown ended. We had a little bit of excitement. Just yesterday, we were at 106. But today, economic data is delayed, impaired permanently. This is the White House coming out and saying this. President Donald Trump is no doubt he is one of the players in this crypto space that has been pushing the crypto agenda forward. But what you have to realize is there is a pushback against that president in general. And this has been causing things, I believe, like the longest government shutdown in history, which is now affecting the crypto market because the Fed rate cuts which were previously baked in, are now basically rescinded. We have tariffs, which it seems like there's been some tariff deals that have been secured, and there's been some other negotiations that have been secured, but the markets have been getting affected in terms of the potential for Fed rate cuts. Now, we've seen the stock market taking new highs, and earlier this year, we have to celebrate the fact that Bitcoin was doing very, very well, and it was already up to $126,000. That's fantastic, but we have fallen down 22% from that high, and there is a chance that in a bear market, Bitcoin could come down a full-fledged 70%, and that's not me just making up a number off the top of my head, but that's what we've seen in previous bull markets. Let's look at from the highs in the last cycle to the low that we got there. It went 77%. If Bitcoin was to crash 77% from the highs, you would see Bitcoin down to $28,000 once again. Now, I am not coming out and telling you guys that Bitcoin is going to $28,000. I am not able to predict whether we are or are not going into a bear market. But I personally feel that we have about an 80% chance. That's my personal opinion. I'm about 80% confident that we're going into a bear market for Bitcoin, which is why I personally opened up a short position on the Bitcoin chart. So I'm trading over on Blowfin. I have a portfolio that I'm still holding in case the prices go up. Again, I'm leaving a 20% chance of more bull market. However, maybe I'm feeling about 85% chance now. And this just updated, by the way, this is now $1,200 in the profit, this trade. The problem is the government shutdown has now ended. That wasn't a bullish thing for the crypto markets. So what else do we have that could be bullish for the crypto markets to bring the prices back up? it doesn't seem very hopeful right now. The Fed rate cuts and the odds have gone down. It's a 50-50 shot. It's a coin flip. It's maybe looking like we're not going to get a Fed rate cut in the December meeting. And if that happens, well, does quantitative tightening truly end in December, like the Fed was saying? If it does that even matter if we don't get a Fed rate cut? Historically, Fed rate cuts are the thing that could be a catalyst for an altcoin season, for Bitcoin to have a pump to the upside. But it's been struggling. So I have been trading this market. I still have a holding portfolio. However, I have been moving some of my altcoins into either Bitcoin or into cash steadily. Still have positions in this market, but I am personally scared of a bear market. Now, maybe that's what it takes. Maybe it takes most market participants to be scared of this crypto market before we get basically a fake out and a rally back to the opposite side that everybody thinks is going, right? If everybody's bearish, maybe we can get a rally to the upside, or maybe we go into a bear market. So I'm trading with the possibility of a bear market coming. I'm in a Bitcoin short above $100,000. If Bitcoin falls and $28,000 is a possibility, well, what if we go to 40,000? What if we go to 60,000? This short is going to make a ton of money for me if it does happen. Now, if it comes back up, I could get stopped out. I want to minimize my downside, so I set stop losses. I'm not using a ton of money on this trade, but it is a decently sized position. And if you guys want to trade, whether it's, again, to the long side, to the short side, you can trade for yourselves. Check out Blowfin's affiliate link in the description down below. Right now, we are getting our private Discord set up so that if you're signed up through our Blowfin link, that you get access to our private Discord. That's the way we're trying to do this moving forward. It's not complete yet, but eventually when we get this Discord up and running with this new add-on, this new fix, so that basically your entry pass to the Discord is this Blowfin link, that's going to be there. So if you're signed up to Blowfin through our link, then you will have access to our private Discord. All you need is like an email or a phone number to sign up for Blowfin, so it's super easy. And we're trying to build a trading community. Again, I'm not a financial advisor. I am not here to give you financial advice, but I do like to trade this markets, and I think it's something that we can do that is fun during a bear market that will also be entertaining. Hopefully, we can make some money in this bear market playing both sides. There will be long opportunities in a bear market, but there will be a ton of short opportunities in a bear market, especially if Bitcoin is possible to go down 70+%. And altcoins, there's going to be a lot of great opportunities there as well if we're going into a bear market. Hey, and if we go back up, fantastic. I want you guys to take away this. Yes, there's a little bit of a bearish image I'm putting out here, but remember, Michael Saylor predicts that Bitcoin will flip gold's market cap by 2035. On the day that Bitcoin flips gold, you're talking about a $1.4 million price for Bitcoin. If Bitcoin goes back down to $28,000, and you, if you're not already, if you're not a whole coiner, if you don't own one whole Bitcoin, you will have a chance to potentially become a whole coiner, which means possibly a millionaire by the year 2035 if Michael Saylor's right and Bitcoin actually flips gold. It's kind of exciting, guys. It's something to keep in mind. Please do your own research, my friends. I'm currently shorting Bitcoin, but that doesn't mean that I don't like crypto or that I'm not bullish on crypto. But it does mean that I'm looking for some potential downside in the short term. That's how I feel. That's how I'm playing the market right now. What are you guys doing? Let me know in the comments down below. Smash a like, subscribe to the channel. DCA HODL, my friends. I'll see you in the next one. 2 videos here if you want to check them out. Till next time, y'all. Peace.